I want to talk about partial fraction now. Having talked about fraction, so I want to deal with partial fraction. So partial fraction is actually a fraction we use to reduce, decompose rational expressions. Rational expressions, just like as we have in the case of sword, those even numbers that we cannot determine their square root, they are irrational numbers. So we use sword to rationalize them and all that. So that is not what we are dealing with here now. We are dealing with partial fraction. Partial in the sense that it is just a little drift away from the normal fraction we used to know. So let's take for instance, we want to resolve the following. Okay, resolve this. Resolve 2x over 3 plus x and 3 minus x into partial fraction. How do you deal with stuff like this when you see something like this? Perhaps in an examination, it's quite simple, very simple. What you need to know is that this thing is still your normal fraction. This is your numerator. The one down is called denominator. So for your denominator here, you are having factors of a given expression, which is usually a quadratic expression. So how do we deal with something like this? Solution. I have 2x all over 3 plus x into bracket 3 minus x. When you look at this thing together, you find out that what we're having here is just difference of 2 square. Difference of 2 square in the sense that 3 plus x, then 3 minus x. If you multiply out 3 times 3 gives you 9. 3 times minus x gives you minus 3x. x times 3 gives you plus 3x. x times minus x gives you minus x squared. So you find out that this one is minus 3x, this one is plus 3x, this will cancel this, so this is 9 minus x squared. So this is difference of 2 squared. This is as good as saying 3 squared minus x squared. So this is why we call it difference of 2 squared, in the sense that you can see 2 squares here, 1 square, that is 2 square. Then difference here means minus. In mathematics, difference means minus, meaning that what is the difference between 3 and x, and what it means. So for this now, I can decide to say this is 3 minus x into bracket. If I use minus here, the next one will be plus x. So that is the same thing we are having there. To multiply this out, we are having this. Okay, now I just explained this so that we understand what we are dealing on. So this is partial fraction. I want to resolve this into partial fraction. This is just normal fraction. So we want to resolve into partial fraction. How do you resolve into partial fraction? It's very simple. You can see that these are the factors of what we are having here, the rational expression. So for me, I will say is equal to, I will use alphabets. Say is equal to a over the first factor, that is a over 3 plus x. Then the next one will be plus b over the next factor, which is what? 3 minus x. Once you have done this, you are good to go. Why we are doing this is because the factors we have here, they are factorizable. Yes. Of course, what we are having here is difference of 2 square, which is 9 minus x squared. When we factorize, we got 3 minus x and 3 plus x. So meaning that it is factorizable. So based on that, we are making use of this expression. Okay, so we continue. We have 2x all over 3 plus x into 3 minus x gives us, you're going to take the LCM.
Yes.
The LCM of this and this. LCM, least common multiple. For us to get the LCM, you invariably say this times this.
Yes.
This times this. So it's as good as saying 3 plus x times 1, 3 minus x. So that is our factor, which is still the same thing as what we're having here. So now, you use this, just like when you are resolving your normal fraction,
Yes.
you use this to divide the denominator. When you are done with this side, you also use this to divide the denominator, just one time at a go,
Yes.
one after the other. Okay? So now, if you are using this denominator to divide everything we have here, you find out that what we are going to have is
3 minus
plus x into 3 minus x divided by 1, 3 plus x. This one will cancel itself. We are left with 3 minus x. So it becomes this a into what we have,
3 minus
3
x.
minus x. We are done with this side. We move to this
We're going
side.
to use our voice. Sorry, sir.
We move to this side. What are we having here? Plus. Now, we have used this one to divide everything here. We got this. So which means that if we use this one to divide everything here, this one will cancel itself. We are left with this one. So we now have b into this one. Plus b into 3 plus x. That's what we're going to have. So having done that, we have this now. You find out that what we have under here is the same thing as what we have under here. If we cross multiply, watch. I don't want you to waste our time. If we cross multiply now, we find out that 2s will multiply everything here. Whereas this one will multiply everything here. That is a long journey. We will just be wasting time. Since what you have here is the same thing as what? What you have here is the same thing as what you have here. You will just cancel them. You cancel this. This and this, they are the same. So we cancel it out. You have 2x is equals to a into 3 minus x plus b into 3 plus x. Okay?
Yes.
So having done that, having gotten to this point, so this is where our elimination comes in now. We want to eliminate a in order to get b, after which you come back and eliminate b in order to get b,
Yes.
to get a. So what our target now is to eliminate a. Okay, let's even eliminate b in order to get a. So when we are done with that, we now eliminate a in order to get b. Are you with me?
Yes.
So to do that, our concentration is to eliminate b now. What we mean by eliminate, destroy. You want to destroy b. To destroy b, you look at the factor that is connected to b. What is the factor that is connected to b? 3 plus x. So which means that here now we're going to say, let x be a number such that when you add 3 to it, it will give us 0. So 0 times b is 0. Anything multiplied by 0 in mathematics is 0. So now by virtue of that, you find out that our 3 here is positive. So for us to have everything here to be 0, that means we say x will be minus 3.
Yes.
So that's the putting such that 3 minus 3 will give us 0. That's say putting x equals to minus 3. Meaning that any place you see x, you put minus 3. Here now we're having 2x. We're having 2x. Instead of me to write 2x, I will now write 2 into bracket minus 3, because I've said putting x equals to minus 3. Any place you see x, you put minus 3 is equals to a into bracket 3 minus what? 3. 3 minus what? 3. Are you with me?
Yes.
Mind you, this is minus. Take note of what I'm doing.
Minus 3.
This is minus.
Yes.
This is the minus. But we say our x is minus 3. So I'll now put minus 3.
Into brackets.
This is minus 3, minus 3. So now we're having minus, 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 minus.
Yeah. Yes.
minus minus. Okay, then plus b into 3 minus 3. So at the end of the day, we find out that 2 times minus 3 will give us what? Minus 6 is equals to a into, this is 3 minus minus 3. Minus minus will give us plus. Guys, 3 plus 3 is what? 6. So you have 6. Then plus b into 3 minus 3 will give us 0. 0. Okay? So at the end of the day, we have now have minus 6 is equals to a times 6 times 6a. So we come here, b times 0 is 0. So this one is 0.
Plus 0.
Plus 0. We have minus 6 is equals to 6a. 6a plus 0 is 6a. So we divide both sides by 6 by 6. 6 goes up. 6 going here 1, 6 going here 1. So we have minus 1 is equals to a. That is our a. So we've been able to get the value of our a. So now we'll now go back. Remember what I said here? We'll go back to get the value of our b. Like I said, for us to get our a, we needed to eliminate b. So for us to get our b now, we are going to eliminate a. Which means that, seeing that the factor exponential to a is 3 minus x. 3 minus x. Can you hear me? 3 minus x. So now you now ask yourself is, what is the value that you're going to represent s with, such that if you minus it from 3, the answer will give you 0. It will be what?
0.
S will be what? 3. S will be 3. You now repeat this back. 2x is equals to a into 3 minus x, then plus b into 3 plus x, right? Yes. So here we want to eliminate a now in order to get our b. Eliminating a, our concentration will be on this 3 minus x. We now say, okay, what is the value I'm going to put to replace x, such that if I minus both to give me 0 is x being equal to 3. We now say putting x equals to 3. That means that any place I see x, I put 3. This is 2x, 3 is equals to a into 3 minus s, which is 3, plus b into 3 plus 3. So at the end of the day, this one gives me 2 times 3 is what? 6 is equals to a into what? 0. That's 3 minus 3 is 0. Plus b into what? 3 plus 3 is what? 6. So at the end of the day, I'm having 6 is equals to a times 0. A times 0 is what? 0. Plus b times 6 is what? 6b. So at the end of the day, we have that 6 is equals to what? 0 plus 6b is what? 6b. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of b, which is 6. So this one cancel out. 6 here cancel out, giving us 1. 1 is equals to what? B. Meaning that our a, from what we got, our a is minus 1.
Yes.
While our b is what? 1. We now recall this back from the beginning. Now say recall that 2x over 3 plus x into 3 minus x is equals to what? A over 3 plus s, then plus b over
3 minus
3 minus x. So having done that, our answer is already looking at us. Our answer is already looking at us. We now say 2x over 3 plus x into 3 minus x is equals to a. What is our a? Our a is what? Minus 1. That says equals to minus 1 over what? 3 plus x. 3 plus x. Then plus b. What is our b? Our b is 1 over what? 3 minus x. That is the answer. Now, this is the answer, but it is advisable to bring your positive. This is what we are called rearrangement. Now, this is actual answer, but as a professional, you don't leave it this way. Don't leave your answer this way. You allow the positive number to come before negative number. You say rearrange. Rearrange. So that means that 2x over 3 plus x into 3 minus x will give us, I'm bringing this one first, 1 over 3 minus x, then this one is what? Minus 1 over 3 plus x. This is the answer. Now I can prove to you that this thing we got is equal to this. That's what we call checking of results. Check your result. That is checking your answer. We want to check now. You find out that this answer we got is the same thing as what we're having here. Let's check it out. We have 1 over 3 minus x minus 1 over 3 plus x, right?
Yes.
So we are going to find the LCM of this and this, isn't it?
Yes.
The LCM is the multiplication of the both. This times this, that is the LCM, which is what? 3 minus x into what? 3 plus x, isn't it? So now this denominator we cancel, we divide this one. So what are we having here is what? 3 minus x, which means that 3 minus x will cancel itself. We are left with this.
3 plus x.
We are left with 3 plus x. Then times 1. So it becomes 1 into 3 plus x. This is 3. 3 plus x. Then what do we have here? Minus. You put minus. Now if this one divide everything here, this one will cancel this one. We are left with this, which is this times what? 1. So it might be 1 into 3 minus x, isn't it?
Yes.
So at the end of the day now, we find out that this whole thing will give us 1 times 3 is 3, right? 1 times x is what? X. Now, this is minus 1 times 3, minus 3. Minus 1 times minus x is what? X. Then all over 3 minus x into 3 plus x, isn't it?
Yes.
Now look at this. This is positive 3, this is negative 3. 3 minus 3 is what? 0. Isn't it? Now this is positive x, this is positive x. X plus x is what? 2x.
2x.
This is 2x over what? 3 minus x over what? 3 plus x. Is it not the same thing?
Yes.
Is it not the same thing?
It is.
It's the same thing. So which means that our answer is what? Correct. Hence proved. Hence proved. Hence what? Proved.
Awesome.